welcome to the Wellington Witch, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Laurie and here is your 2 weekly reading from the 20th of July to the 2nd of August. So there's only 2 days at the end of the 2-week period, so we'll just have a little bit of a touch base in the beginning of the August month there, but this is mainly for the end of July. I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot along with some runes, and I will also be doing some other cards, moonology cards, or whether that be angel cards or whatever that may be. I'm going to just go with the flow on this one. I'll also be looking at how the new moon in Cancer on the 19th or 20th of July, depending on where you are, may affect you. And also we're going into Leo season, so we'll be looking into how that affects you as well. In the meantime though, if you resonate with this reading, please do give a comment down below. Love to hear back from you, and if you'd like a reading based on anything you hear here, or you know, if you have a question that you'd like to ask me regardless, all the information to how to get a reading is down below in the description box. Thank you so much to everybody who has recently commented, subscribed, left a little like, or you know, just got in touch with me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really does make my day, and I'm so glad to be able to do these readings for you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. In the meantime though, let's get on to your reading. Hello Pisces. So this will be for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. We'll just see what comes through for you. So we start with new moon in Cancer, which is 19th or 20th of July, so the very beginning of this 2-week period. So this will be kind of focusing on whatever area this will fall in your house. If you're Pisces rising, this will very much likely be in your 5th house of creativity, spiritual practice, the mind, feeling very much, you know, how you express yourself. So whereas the 3rd house is communication and, you know, your style, 5th is more your creativity and letting your imagination go, as well as children. So you may have been focusing on children over the next few weeks, but we are going into very warm, look at me, Leo season, and this will be in your 6th house. So this will be in your health. So you may get creative in the way that you allow your health to bloom, that kind of thing, but that could be a focus for you. So we're going to do 2 cards. 2 for career, 2 for love, 2 for general overview. Now some of the readings I didn't feel called to do this, so that's why I didn't do it, but I'm getting back into this now because I feel like you could do some structure, and I don't know why. Whoopsie. They're just flopping out all over the place. Right, Pisces, for the next 2 weeks. What do Pisces need to know for the next 2 weeks? Okay, this seems good. So career. Nice. Love. Okay, so you did want to come through. Okay. And then we have general overview or advice. You wanted 3, apparently. So there we go. This is interesting. Okay, so this, another reading had these as well. In the exact same thing. You know, that and that. So let's just have a look. So you have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, the Hanged Man, you have the Fool reverse, the King of Cups and the Empress. Now I will just say, if it's in reverse, it doesn't mean anything negative, it just means the energy isn't flowing how it should. Okay, so with your career, it looks pretty good. It may be on hold at the moment because of what's happening everywhere, but it seems like you're getting more of a curiosity, more of an enthusiasm for what you're doing. There is a license to discover things. You have this sort of, okay, well, I'm going along this path, but then the little kitty is trying to ask you to do something different. You know, it's trying to ask you, well, why don't you go this way? Maybe there's an avenue you didn't even consider before. So that's kind of, you have 2 things open to you. You have the one that you're doing now, and also maybe a side quest, a side gig, something that's coming in on the side, just to, I don't know whether it's to make ends meet or just to add another string to your bow, because you definitely have a very strong inspiration, manifestation of prosperity coming in with this card here, if it'll focus on it for you. So this is you taking the reins, potentially leaving home for the first time or doing something very different. It kind of has that university vibe to me. So for those of you who are looking for new education, that could be something else. But it also feels like you're flying the nest, or you're flying the standard, stabilized, structured thing that you've been in maybe for the last few years. That's, you know, you're going to have an opportunity to change that. Now, I don't know exactly how, because that will depend on who you are individually. But I do see career-wise, it's very much a case of you taking the potential you have, channeling it and fulling it into something different. Because the Page of Wands is giving you that license to explore. It's to discover. It's to go off the well-trodden path and see if there's something else underneath the bushes for you to play with. It's kind of like a Piscean in my head is always after butterflies. So it's like, ooh, 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 and you know, you go where thoughts take you. You may have 1,001 things dotted around your house that lay unfinished, you know, because you go, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm not saying you have anything like an ADHD, but it just feels like you're always into things, kind of like a Gemini as well. But with here, I feel like it's an asset to you. You can discover things, you know, go, ooh, I'll just follow my instinct over here. I'll see what this has over here. Ooh, what's it? And then there's something that inspires you over there, but it has more weight to it and it has a longevity to it. So I think that's coming in for you over the next 2 weeks. You have a very gentle energy that I'm feeling over the next 2 weeks as well. So I do feel that the new moon in Cancer is setting you up for a very strong, purposeful 2 weeks, maybe getting you more understanding as to your path. Now with the love reading here, we have 3 of Wands and the Hanged Man. So it could be that you're ready to do something different. It could be that you have the preparation, you have the foresight, you've looked into doing something. The communication of this card is very important too. So you're ready to take the next steps, you're ready to take the next change, you're ready to do something different. Maybe even shake up your living arrangements and stuff like that. However, the Hanged Man is saying you can't quite do it right now, which is fine. We all know the restrictions as to why you may not be able to do that. However, this also is about letting go. It's kind of double-sided. You can have a suspension, you know, a sort of, you've been in the same place for a long time, and as you can see, there's like shackles around his ankles there. So literally you may have been locked into place, but you have the key to release yourself. You have the key to release yourself. It's absolutely no need for you to stay in this position. Again, at the moment, it may be difficult. So if you are in a relationship that feels a little bit like it's dragging its feet, you don't have to stay in it. You can change it. The communication as to how you change it, the preparation of where you want to go is communication. I can set myself free and I can set us free by doing this next thing. But also with the Hanged Man, it is about having a sacrifice. Maybe you've sacrificed a great deal staying where you are. Maybe you've sacrificed a great deal for the relationship. It just feels a little bit like you are now wanting more of what you're worth, and you have no qualms in actually communicating, this is what I'm worth. This, you prepare, because I'm going to go and move over here. If you want to come with me, that's absolutely fine. I don't mean physically, literally moving. Maybe it is, but it just feels next step. Prepare for the next step. If you're not willing to go there, you don't have to follow me, but I'm going regardless. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. So with the general advice, we have the Fool in reverse, we have King of Cups and the Empress. So you're very much represented by the Empress here. She's very much about abundance and, if I can find it, senses and nature. So she's bringing forth a new creative being. I always say this could be like a creative baby, something that you've wanted to give birth to. You give birth to ideas, sometimes literally family. So you could want to adopt, or, you know, have a family or something like that, or extend your family. It's just something that you feel like you are in control over here. This feels really good over here. It's like you are the matriarch and what you say goes. So everybody has to look sharp here. So you're more powerful than you give yourself credit for when it comes to that. But the Fool in reverse, again, there may be somebody in your life that you're trying to deal with, like a Cancerian male or something like that. But it just feels like this King of Cups is an energy of very emotionally balanced, very an authority in your life, who's very much connected to you emotionally. You want a new start, but it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Or the spontaneity of it, the beginning of it just doesn't feel like it's delivered on what it was supposed to. But this is basically, overall, it could be something that you have been looking forward to, and now you're actually getting the chance to do it. And it just means that you have to wait a little bit longer. Somebody's going to see the power in you as well. For those of you who this pertains to, somebody's going to see the power in you who is quite a strong influence, and they could give you all the emotional integrity and effort that you need. I think this is going to be something that releases you from a sense of hopelessness here, and you unlock the key, but then you actually welcome the energy into your life. So the more you get rid of stagnant wise, stuff like that, the more can actually come in better, higher vibration to replace it. So that's interesting here. I don't quite know who he is. I think he's different from every single person. But let's have a look what the runes have to say. Okay, so you have... Oh, I swear this has come out for almost every single one, and I shuffle those runes every time. This is Az. This is very much about reactive force, defensiveness, maybe a little bit of conflict now and again. So you may be having to have some difficult conversations. You may be feeling like nobody's quite understanding what it is you're putting down, picking up what you're putting down. It's like, just see what I'm trying to tell you. Don't take it so sensitively. It's almost like you're juggling various different emotions here. Let me just get another rune. This one seemed to want to come out. Okay, so this is the Gaz. Whoops. So this is a breakthrough. This is an awakening and a path to enlightenment, you know. Could also be a new enterprise. So I'm going to put that over there. So maybe your breakthrough in your career triggers something difficult conversations with a partner, or, you know, just something that's a little bit awkward for you, and that's kind of where things get more complicated as the next 2 weeks goes in. Either way, I see this as being a great time for opportunity, getting things sorted in your mind and in your emotions. Something that feels more like you are finally understanding what it is you want, getting down to the wire with it, and if nobody's willing to make that happen, you'll make it happen yourself anyway. So it's almost like you are stepping up, but again, you're doing it gently. It's not like you're bursting down the door, kicking it in and then taking people's money. It's not like that. It's more gentle. And if you go, like, from a job, or if somebody is not serving you friendship wise, or if it's a family member or something like that, if you leave them, it won't be with an explosion, it'll just be with a faint move. And then they will realise about your absence, like, oh, okay. And that's actually going to be something that I think is for maybe 30-50% of you. I'm not sure. Let's see what your angel cards have to say. I do think that your presence as it slips away out of somebody's life is more effective than telling somebody, I'm leaving. I don't know why. It's like you gradually decide to hold back, and then as you go, people go, oh, I miss that person. Oh, you have two, I didn't realise. You have counsellor, so this says, I don't know if you can see, you are a natural counsellor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. And you have prioritise, focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get motivated and organised. So he's been coming out quite a few times, but counsellor, I think you are in need of some healing from the universe regardless. So if you need to, take the time away for yourself. But also, I think you've been helping a lot of other people. Maybe some people come out the woodwork and just think that they're dumping back emotionally. And, oh, please help me, and oh, please this. It could also be, and you know, with that form of thing, you are sick of helping these people that, you know, you don't even get any understanding from them when you say, look, I can't do this for you at the moment. It could also be that you have been doing a very small percentage, like 5% of you, have been talking to other people and making them your counsellor. So again, I feel a very, very small percent of you are doing that. Either way, I think that you should be your own counsellor in this regard. You should be your own counsellor when it comes to the decisions you have to make. Prioritize what it is you want from the situation and then make it happen. I do feel this coming through very strongly for you, Pisces, and I really hope that this helps you. If you have a question, let me know, but do comment below. See what's coming up for you in the month ahead, or well, the next 2 weeks. If you would like a reading based on this or anything else you have in mind, all the readings are down below. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching today, subscribing, taking the time with me to watch these videos, and I look forward to speaking to you guys very soon. Take care of yourselves and each other.